this is how the seeds are. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Haoma_KE. Thank you for the love and support you've shown me through my videos. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment to my videos, like the videos, and also share the videos so that my channel can grow. And so today I just want to work on my backyard kitchen garden and plant a few vegetables. I'm not going to finish in a day, but I'll be taking you along as I plant vegetables in my kitchen garden. And also I'm going to try a new herb. Also, I'll be planting other vegetables, so stay tuned, watch this video till the end and see the other vegetables that I'm going to plant. So I'm going to check on the watermelon that I had planted. So every time I eat a watermelon, I try as much as possible to save the seeds. And so I dropped some seeds here. So these are the watermelons here. And also I dropped here some seeds, the pawpaw seeds. And also I ate an orange, the one that I cooked a cake with. And I planted one pixie orange. So this is a pixie orange and it has grown. So I always do that, and then the moment they reach a certain height that I can transplant, so that is when I transplant them. So let me put on my gumboots. Very important here in the farmhouse because you never know what you will face while digging the ground. So let me shake it off. The last video somebody told me that I hadn't shaken the gumboot, but sometimes I shake it off camera. So let me now head on to the farm. So I'm just going to deal with this part because I want to plant some spinach. I always keep these kales until they are mature enough to even get the suckers. So I'm going to just dig it up and then I'll keep the suckers for later use. So guys, I'll be using this as my suckers. So I'll be removing just like that. Then I'm going to plant them. So let me remove now the suckers from the plant. This is the reason why I always keep it, because now I'm going to get enough suckers for when I start now planting the collards here in my farm or in my kitchen garden. There will be enough. I also have another section that I haven't touched, so I will have enough. Even sometimes I even sell the suckers to people who want the suckers. So let me remove them, then I will continue with planting other vegetables. So this is what now I've gotten from that small section that I had dug. Now I'm not going to plant the suckers today, so I'll just keep them. I'm going to dig a hole and then bury that section into the ground and then put soil on top. So that's what I'll do. So let me just sort them out. No matter how the suckers is, it will be used. So, and it stays for a longer time in the soil. Even for a week you can just use it. So let me just sort them out and then I'll use them later. So I'm going to cut this and use them as manure. So compost, I'm going to use them as compost. So there's nothing goes to waste in a farm. So this is what I'm going to do. All this I'm going to put them here into my kitchen waste, and then they're going to rot. And make sure you use non-chlorinated water, rainwater the best. Just use it. They're going to rot and then it will be homemade fertilizer. So that's what I do. They will rot very fast. So I'm also going to uproot the spring onions and then I will replant them later. So each and every vegetable here, if it is something that I can reuse it, I always reuse it. So I'm just going to uproot them and then I'm going to cut them and then I will replant them today. Because if I plant them or I weed them, they'll be thinner and smaller. So for you to make them become more healthy and bigger, you just have to uproot them and also replant them, and you'll see the difference. I'll show you the difference after they have really grown on the ground. So that is the reason why I always try as much as possible to uproot them when I'm trying to now replant them again. And also there'll be many in the kitchen garden. So now when you want to replant them well, you separate them and then you cut them. I'm going to use the other spring onions for food, and then the other the lower part I'm going to plant them. If you do not cut them, they will take longer to germinate because they'll be using too much water so that they can germinate faster. So it's very important to now cut them and leave them without the leaves. I don't know if they are leaves or what. So you're supposed to, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I do, and it works. I love spring onions in my food, so that's why I always try as much as possible to have spring onions in my farm. So because they always taste good, especially when you're cooking samosa, they are the best. So that's why I always try as much as possible to keep and plant the spring onions. And these spring onions, they have stayed here in my farm for the last 4 years. Every time the only thing I always do is just to replant them. And I always have spring onions. Spring onions, and also when I'm making my samosas. So that's why I always have to have spring onions in my farm. So this is what I've gotten, and it will be enough. Just stay tuned so that you see how I plant them. As I had said earlier, you're supposed to separate them, so I'm just going to separate them while I'm planting, and there will be enough for that section. There will be too many, and when they germinate well, they'll spread and they'll fill up that space. So it started drizzling. Just as I said, before the rains come, I plant very fast, but it started drizzling. But I'll just continue. After the rains have stopped, I'll continue. So when I'm planting my spring onions, I don't dig holes. I just dig the trenches. And then I start planting just with a split of around 5 inches. That's what I do. I plant them as close as possible. Sometimes it just feels good when you touch the soil with just your hands. And also, when you were small, my mom would be very angry if you go to the farm with either shoes or using gloves while farming. She would say that the crops will die. So if you find them more than two, you split them, and then that's when you plant again. Like you can see, I'm trying to separate them if there are more than two in a bunch, because the moment you plant them when they are together, they are going to even take time to grow. And also spread. They spread better when they are as individuals, when they're just one at a go. So that's what I always do. I try as much as possible to separate them so that I can plant them well. So this is just a simple way you can just save your spring onions and never lack spring onions in your farm, because the moment you keep on buying new breed, you'll end up getting a wrong breed. But if you find a good breed of spring onions, just keep it, and always just replant them. If they are matured, you replant them again, and then they become fresh and new plants. So I was given this vegetable, and I just want to try here in my soil and see if it will perform well. So let me plant it. I don't know if it will germinate, but let me try. Trying is better than not doing it. So this is how the seeds are. They're just like this. This is how they are. So I'm thinking that they're just like the coriander seeds. So I'm not going to put too much soil in them so that they can germinate faster. So this is how the seeds are. So I've also researched and seen that they grow very tall, like 3 to 6 feet. So I'm thinking like I'm going to plant them at the edge of the land there, that section of the garden. And the only thing I do is just draw a line using my hand, and then throw the seeds just randomly. This is what we always do with even coriander. We just throw the seeds randomly to the ground, and then just pour some little soil on top. And I always know that it works like that. If you put too much soil in a small seed like this one, it won't grow. So I'm just going to test and see if it will grow this way. And I'll keep you posted. I'll be showing you the progress, if it will grow or not, because this is a new spice, herb, vegetable. Please tell me on the comment section if it is a herb, a spice. So I'm also going to plant coriander, or here we call dania in Kenya. I'm going to plant coriander. You can tell me on the comment section what name you call it in your country. And so I'm just going to pour the seeds here in a cloth, or this is a carrier bag. We have it in Kenya. And then I'm going to roll it with a rolling pin so that I can at least break the seeds into two, because inside the dania seed, there are two seeds inside. So I'm just going, this will faster also the germination process. You can also soak it for 2 to 3 hours before planting, but because it is a rainy season, I'm just going to soak it. I'm just going to break them, and then I'm going to plant immediately. And you can see how it broke. This is how it is. This is how the seeds are. And so I'm just going to plant immediately. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. If you've watched this video till the end, thank you so much. So this is the section I've planted the dill, mammoth, and the coriander. So I didn't manage to plant the collards, so I just kept them here, put some soil on them so that I can plant later.